Alright fellas, here we are back in Pokemon Masters. We're finishing off the late end of April, early end of March sync pairs. The last videos have covered Rika and Poppy, Lodge Rika, Sabrina, and Bryson Man, as well as Mixed Scout Blue. This video will be covering Variety, Plumeria, and Guzma, as well as all of the power boosts for all of the new characters. And I want to go ahead and take a look at some of the Lucky Skill cookies. So we'll do that first. We'll look at cookies, wherever they are, wherever I put them, I forget. Old sync pair upgrade, yeah, here, okay. So these are upgrades and cookies, EX rolls, whatever. Bugsy, Gloria, let's see, here it is. Okay, so exclusive lucky skill for cookie for Rosa. For Rosa? It's like Rosa and Snivy. Barricade buddies, raises special defense of all allies when the user's move is successful. Wait. Hold on. Okay, exclusive cookie for Rosa. It's Barricade Buddies. Barricade Buddies 1, rather. Yippee. For what move? Just in general? Does she just raise special defense? Okay, I guess. Sure. I guess, yeah, it is for Rosa. And then this is using, I guess, the X roll, whatever. Okay. Is that it? Is it like exclusive lucky skill cookie, cookies policy, cookies? Wow. Oh, here, Fierce Entry for Whitney. Okay, Fierce Entry 2. Wow, that's useless. And then just for Rosa. So it's just Rosa and Whitney getting cookies. That's it. Okay, Rosa's is fine. I guess Barricade Buddies is decent. Sure, whatever. Whitney's is useless. And then I want to look at the Leon Ultimate Battle. I want to see Leon's Ultimate Battle. Ultimate Blaze. So he's water, weak to electric. Oh, or he's fire. I mean, weak to electric. Okay. First time HP, 60% or lower, endures. When opponent is not affected by a field effect, its defenses are tripled. Not affected by a status condition, its attacks are powered up. Classic Elisa and Thunderbolt Red. We'll see. Okay, drops on the 9th, yeah. 600,000 health. Yeah, it's Battle Tower Leon with Charizard. Okay. Lessen Burn, Lessen Trap, Lessen Poison. One hit KO notification, not affected by field effect, not affected by field effect. Okay, so you do need a field effect up constantly. He does have robust physique, so he wants paralysis. No status condition, he gets powered up. Piercing Gaze, Dirty Fighting. First time endurance, first time he removes status conditions, so you gotta reset them. And then he also removes the weather terrain zone, so you've gotta reset your terrain. Stand Fast 9, Fainting Cleanse. So when he KO, I think this means when he's KO'd, he gets rid of ally status conditions, I think. Team free moves next 9. Fanfare 3, sync move. Fanfare, I think that raises attack. I think this just raises allies attack and special attack. Lesson paralysis 7. G-Max wild. Oh, when's he use that? I'm gonna guess he uses this. Okay, I don't know when Leon uses that max move, but if he uses that like after his first sync move, that's kind of killer. He weakens to electric terrain and paralysis, of course. Allies have pretty much the same thing. Okay. I just wanted to look at the ultimate battle, see how strong it was. I mean, it looks like it's not going to be too bad, especially considering electric type is just destructive for the most part. A ton of electric terrain centers, obviously, like the best electric units in the game. The best units in the game are electric, so yeah, I think people with, like, you know, blue, Champion Blue, Thunderbolt Red, Ash, you know, even like Signature Roxy and Pierce, you're gonna be fine. You're probably gonna be fine. Okay, well, let's look at Guzma. Let's look at Variety Guzma here with Eriott. He's got the Support EX roll, Support roll, Tech EX roll, because of course he does. May 9th, leaves May 23rd, 2 weeks up, sure. Generic stuff so far. Stats, 278 in the defenses, 268 speed, 664 health. With the EX, that'll give him about 318. No, 308 in the defense. No, it was 318. Close enough. And then a lot higher health, 700. Yeah, his stats are fine. They're good. They're fine defensive stats. And the Tech X roll, of course, helps his stats out. But if you're giving him the X roll and Guzma is not like your favorite character in the game, then sure. Okay. Look at this kid, he's got Poison Sting and Struggle Bug. 30% chance to poison. Lower special attack by 1. Sick. It's also AoE. Dart hit all plus for maxing crit. Trainer move, raising attack and special attack values by 2, increasing physical and special moves next values by 1. That's fine. That's a good trainer move, sure, but I mean, it's only one use. And that offensive stat buffs are a little bit lower end. I mean, Rika literally does this by herself. Okay. And then he's got Overwhelm 9 and Trip Up 9, so he's got AoE, speed, and attack debuffs on top of special attack. So he's like Oleana, kind of, except he's like he's like a Venom Drench user, but without Venom Drench. And he's literally got Eriott, so that makes sense. And then Hustle Environment 3 for guaranteed poison. Cool. So he's got debuffs, he's got poison, he's got crit buffs of allies, he's got minor offensive buffs. That's fine. And then let's look at the grid. He doesn't have Cookie as... Oh, he does have a Cookie. Okay. Guaranteed Cookie skill. Hit poisoned opponent HP recovery. Okay, so he's got a little bit of recovery. That's fine. I don't know if it's going to be fair vigilance, but sure. Applies damage guard on the sync move. That's a 3 out of 5, I'm guessing. Trainer move NPR. 40% chance to restore NPR. This is definitely probably going to be helpful. I mean, you want to buff offenses more. You want to buff physical and special moves next more. You're probably going to want to fish for this. Probably. Synchro healing for 20% healing after using the sync move for all allies. Potent Toxin, Natural Remedy, removing status conditions. Vigilance, protecting crits. So this, okay, he does have innate vigilance. He raises his defenses when the Pokemon uses the move. So on top of his offensive debuffing ability, he's also got the ability to buff his defenses. So he's going to operate pretty well as a tank, as he should. Trying to move Hit and Heal. Okay, more gradual healing. Combine that with the poison, and he's just got a good bit of gradual healing. Team Brain Gain on the trainer move, increasing special moves next by more, and then also Team Brain Gain for physical moves next. So he's able to do +2 physical and special moves next on the trainer move, and maybe more if you get NPR. It's pretty good. That's actually pretty good there, for sure. Gauge Refresh 9 on Struggle Bug, good for the Gauntlet. Pretty much it. I mean, other than that, it's not really that impactful, but it's solid, I guess. Trainer move NPR, let's see, Agile Entry, that's mostly useless, and then Impervious stats cannot be lowered. Okay. Yeah, he looks fine. I mean, he gives attack buffs, crit buffs, special attack buffs. He does a lot of debuffing. He's able to buff his own defenses while debuffing enemy stats. He gives +2 physical and special moves next if you grid appropriately. You can also get Fish for Trainer move NPR in order to get +4 in the offenses and +4 on physical and special moves next. So that's actually really good there as well. Yeah, he's fine for variety standards. Yeah, definitely not too shabby. Could be better, could be worse. Definitely not too bad. Plumeria and Gengar. Poison Sync pair. Sprint with a Techie X roll. Alright, we got Archer. We got Archer 2.0. Maybe. We'll see. 434 special attack. Pretty much the same amount of time as Guzma, a little bit less. Yeah, 434 special attack, 174 special defense, 161 defense, 626 health, 395 speed. And then obviously with the different upgrades, that would put her at up to 500 special attack, but of course that's with the Tech X roll. Without the X roll, 496 special attack still really good. Defenses are solid, HP solid. Overall, pretty solid, as implied. She's got Sludge Bomb, Toxic, a damage option, Toxic for poison. Prove you've got Guts, raises speed by 6, evasion of all allies by 2. Alluring Confuse Ray, 2 uses, targets all enemies to gauge. Activation condition is when there's at least one poisoned or badly poisoned opponent on the opponent's field of play. Deactivation condition is when there's no longer any poisoned or badly poisoned opponent. Yeah. Leaves the target confused, lowers accuracy by 1, applies gauge acceleration, reduces sync countdown by 1. Those are fine effects. I mean, a lot of these effects of her and Guzma both feel like good, but they're not like strong enough. Like, they're good though. They're still good, but they're not like absurd. Sync countdown's nice. I mean, this is only 2 uses though, which is kind of annoying, but I guess it's fine, sure. But she's got Toxic for the poison that she needs and Sludge Bomb for a DPS option, so that's fine. Grand Entry 4 for special attack on entry, Toxic Freebie 9 for free moves next, and then Piercing Gaze, so she never misses, which is great. I mean, that's a fine kit. So far, she doesn't do anything related to sync countdown. Well, Sprint Dance. Well, I guess she does have the sync countdown from this, but And then the more her speed is raised, the greater the power of her attack. So, innate inertia, like Ray, just not as crazy as Ray. Okay. Her EX roll, not EX roll, her roll, Cookie, whatever, Agile Entry 2. Of course it is. Well, I mean, I guess She raises her evasion of all allies by 2. She's got +4 evasion. I guess that may be helpful for some gauntlet evasion cheese. Though I'm sorry for anyone who's trying to rely on that. I mean, she looks fine. She's got a good damaging stat, but I think Sludge Bomb's a little bit low in power, but I think it'll probably be fine depending on what her multipliers are. She's very self-sufficient. Well, actually, she's not very self-sufficient. She doesn't buff her crit at all. At all, literally. Why? Also, her getting the Agile Entry 2, and then also Guzma getting, the Poisoned Hit Heal, and then having Agile Entry 1 in the grid here, somewhere, right here. They really want you to run Guzma and Plumeria together, but even then, I don't think that combination is going to be, like, fantastic. Good, but not really that insane. But, I mean, sure. Sure, I guess. She doesn't buff crit. She's relying on Guzma to buff crit, and also relying on Guzma to max out her special attack. And they really want you to go for both. But really, of course, you can just top her off with pretty much any special support nowadays. So that's fine. And also, she's got great gauge management. Okay, looking at the grid, Natural Remedy, Poisoned on opponent, special boost up 1/4, 50% increase, chance to increase special moves next when hitting an opponent that is poisoned. Okay, so that does definitely help out with Sludge Bomb damage. A little bit. Still think it needs a little bit more, but that's still good. She's got Virtual Toxin 5. Okay. Just 50% sync nuke multiplier, so 150% total nuking multiplier so far. Okay. Debut regen, Toxic ramp up, raising special attack when using Toxic. That does help with her only +4 special attack, so making it a little bit higher is nice. Still not necessary. Easy pickings, lowering one of the target stats when attacking a confused opponent. One of the main stats, plus accuracy and evasion. So random stat debuffer. Not like we don't have a million of those. Foul Fighting 3. Powers up moves that attacking against opponents that are flinching, confused, or trapped. That's fine. Confusion doesn't last too long, but I mean still, it's not too bad. So it's a 30% DPS multiplier. Definitely does help out with Sludge Bomb damage. Okay. Critical Light 2 on the trainer move here, so finally she's got some crit buffs. Not enough. She still needs a crit support, so really this is mostly useless, but still, she can buff crit. Innate Inertia, so she actually now has 250% total nuking multipliers, which is really strong. Combine that with the Tech X roll, and yeah, she's going to be nuking really hard. Yeah, she's strong. Just from that, she's got very strong. Sludge Bomb 50 Striker, raising evasion, stop hitting yourself, create a confusion. Toxic Power 5 for a 50% DPS multiplier. Propulsion 9 on her trainer move, that helps with sync countdown, and then the 2 sync nodes. Yeah, okay, so she's got 250% total nuking multipliers via the inertia here, the inertia in the grid, as well as the 50% virtual and toxic multiplier, all of which extremely easy to activate. Only thing she needs is a crit support to be good. Yeah, I mean, what else can you ask for? She also has sync ramping with the Alluring Confuse Ray, plus the -1 on with propulsion on her trainer move. Yeah, both good kits, definitely. I think Guzma's not that fantastic, but I think he's still good. Plumeria definitely looks like a great poison option, though poison is not exactly hurting for options. So I think in that aspect, she's definitely hurting, because we got Roxy, we've got Gita, we've got Oleana. That's like your big three for poison right now. And I don't think that Plumeria is influencing all that much. Still though, still good and strong. So if you do like Plumeria and also Guzma fans, you've got yourself 2 strong sync pairs. So that's nice. I'm going to close out of this now because I just want to go over all of the boosts for all of the characters now. We've got a lot. We're going to go over great expansions, and then we'll go over EX rolls. EX roll, that's going to take a lot of time in this video, so let's go ahead and get it done with it. So ANNI SKYla, probably the most, this is the most excited I've been for a character upgraded, because this is a character I've had 5 out of 5 for a while now, and I have always... I've been waiting. All right, I've been waiting. So she gets haste, shifty squad. Why shifty squad? Okay, so she gets haste 2 out of 5. It's fine. It's whatever. Shifty squad, 50% chance to raise evasion when the user's Pokemon uses a move. Okay, that's not. That's weird. I wish it was shifty squad 9 if anything, but that's fine I guess for 4 out of 5. Unfortuitous 9, random stat drop at 5 out of 5. Lith, interference immunity at 4 out of 5, and then flying zone extension 3 at 5 out of 5. Okay. Pretty much the only thing that I think is really of note that she got was flying zone extension. Unfortuitous could be fine and helpful as well, but I'd say pretty much everything else is not really that useful. I mean, Shitty Squad, I guess, can. This could be helpful for gauntlet solos and Also, I guess relatively helpful for making her like be a tank because you can dodge. But I mean, the biggest thing's probably the Flying Zone extension. So hey, you know what? She got at the very bare minimum, she got the Flying Zone extension. Also, just to go over her EX roll early, she got the Striker EX roll, which is massive, right? I honestly think that a lot of the EX rolls for Skyla would have been helpful for her anyway, or good for her anyway. But the Striker was really good because for one, it's already increasing her good offenses to even better levels. She's at 512 special attack. This puts her to 552 special attack, as well as whatever that attack equals to. And then I think, what else do you get with Striker? I think is it just offenses? It might just be offenses. I don't know about health or speed, but either way. 550 special attack stat now. Her nuke is already really solid with Inertia, Interference, Sync 5, and Flying Zone, so it's 200% total multipliers, and now it's AoE. 550 special attack stat, 200% multipliers. Very easy to activate too. Yeah, that's pretty good. And now she's got extension too, so flying types are all really being helped out by that too. So that's definitely nice. Awesome. Okay, I'm happy about that. Classic Blue. I don't really use this guy much. He's got Unflappable, Piercing Gaze at 4 to 5. Is Piercing Gaze even good for him? Does he have accuracy problems? I don't think he does. Hyper Beam's 90. Yeah, it's just a 90. Brother. What? Okay. Lowers target's defense and special defense by 1 when the attack move is successful. That's pretty helpful because, I mean, he doesn't really have many other damaging options anyway, so that's actually pretty helpful. Clear-Headed, Impervious, Bonjour power combo, increasing physical and special moves next by 1 when the training move is successful. It's a 2-use move. Okay. That's fine. The defensive, effectively what is like Sundering 9, but better, is definitely a solid 5 out of 5 tile. And then power combo's fine, I'd say. All the other abilities can be helpful, but I think they're mostly niche. I mean, like, Piercing Gaze is mostly useless for him, but I mean, sure. Sure. If you're facing evasion buffs, then it's helpful. Okay, so those are the fair tiles. Also, Blue got what roll? Tech EX roll. I mean, yeah, that's fair, right? So he gets up to 447 special attack, 423 attack. He gets multiplier, which puts his nuke at like what, 300 base power, pretty much. Can you stop? But 300 base power on the Sync nuke. Sync nuke is not really that strong to begin with, but still, that definitely does help out a lot. And of course, you do want to Mega Evolve with him anyway for the stat buffs, so that does help out. Also, I think the Tech X roll actually is going to make this a little bit higher because it's a multiplicative increase, so a little bit higher than 423 and 447. So probably like the 460 areas on the special attack and maybe like 430s on attack. Either way. Actually, probably a lot more on attack. Either way. Whatever. That's not bad. It's definitely not a bad upgrade. Pretty good. Yeah, that's all I gotta say. I mean, it was either realistic for him, it was tech or support. He got tech or support. Didn't really need much else. Phoebe is our Pokemon Masters Day Great Expansion, so you don't have to get like any fair tiles, obviously, because she's not a Poke Fair. Cool. Dire Hit All Plus. She got plus 20 defense and plus 40 health. Dire Hit All Plus. Defend Shield of 1, raising ally defenses. Unbreakable Bonds Berserk Bunch. Doesn't she already buff attack pretty consistently? Consistently well, no less. When using smaller HP, more charge. Okay, charges gauge. I thought, yeah. The smaller uses HP, more uses attack can be raised up to 4 stat ranks maximum. Doesn't it already like increase ally attack by like +1 or +2? I don't. This is kind of wasted. First aid 4, and then brain gain on Unbreakable Bonds. Okay, that makes her a lot better, yeah. So she can max attack a lot faster. She's got first aid 4 for healing, and then she's also got brawn gain for physical moves next. So she's a very good physical support for being general pool. Definitely worthy of like EXing and whatnot. Similar, I'd say similar quality to Lyra, right? Her bulk got helped out a decent chunk, because she definitely did need the help there in that department. Especially in the HP. Honestly, I wouldn't have been mad if they just did 2 plus 40 HP nodes instead of buffing defense, but that's cool. Okay, Emmett, please. Emmett, please, Emmett. Please, Emmett. Oh, Emmett, if your grid is good, I will candy you to 5 out of 5. Do not worry, my friend. Ingo got a bad grid. Emmett, can you save it? Probably not. We'll see. He's got Hit and Heal on the training move. Already not too good, but that is 2 out of 5. He gets Vigilance at 4 to 5. Protects from straight crits. I guess they did that because obviously he wants to be above half health. Defense Crush 9 at 5 out of 5. That's pretty good. Unflappable at 2 to 5, Sync Damage Guard at 4 to 5, and then Physical Boost 9 on the training move at 5 to 5. Okay. So I effectively just gained Defense Crush, similar to that of Classic Blue. I guess, man, sure. Realistically, like, what else are you going to pick up? Because his nuke didn't get anything. I mean, he's got Sandblaster 5, and I think he has... yeah, he doesn't even have anything in the grid. He's just got Sandblaster 5 for a nuke, so you're not even using his nuke. So Defense Crush is nice, especially because he's got AoE moves with Rock Slide. Sure. It's fine. Sync Damage Guard helps out with, obviously, staying above 50% health. I think he also gets Damage Guard on the train. Yeah, he gets Damage Guard on the train move as well, so... Double Damage Guard is decent. Sure, man. Whatever. Am I gonna candy you? Probably not. We're just gonna keep you as is. He got the Support EX roll, I believe, so I think Tech would have been better, because he kind of wants to help in the offensive stats a little bit, even despite the fact that he got the buff from Neo Champion Silver, but still, I still think he wants the Tech EX roll instead. But I mean, either way, now you have a reason to use this Sync move, because he does set Sand on the Sync move, so giving him Support EX definitely makes it viable to set Sand now, which means you can probably save using Neo Champion Silver's Sync move for later in the battle. So if you want to run that duo of like Silver and Emmett, it's pretty viable now, because now Emmett is not like a detriment to use his Sync move. You are missing out on Rock Zone, but I guess just hope and pray that Emmett's damage can make up the difference. I don't know if it can or not. I've got no clue. And I don't know which one of these is more viable to pick up. Sure, I guess. Sure, buddy. Sure. Something like that, I guess. And if you get Defense Crush, probably pick that up instead of something else. I don't know. I can't see the grid. Trainer move. Okay, so trainer, we got Giovanni. Harry 2 Giovanni's getting his upgrade. Could use it. Natural Remedy at 2 out of 5. 4 out of 5 gets max move team defense down. Max countdown 3. That's pretty good. Gauge Refresh. Yeah, he just needs pure move. Gauge Refresh 9. That's pretty useful, honestly. First Aid 6. Why? Why First Aid 6? And why First Aid in general? Are you tanking with Giovanni? I'm sorry, is there some like gimmick that I'm not understanding with this unit that he got First Aid 6? Hello? Say to Giovanni, why? Gauge Refresh makes sense, right? He's a 4-gauge move user, he needs Gauge back. I mean, that's fair, right? Gauge Refresh 9 makes sense. Quick Cure is general stuff, Natural Release and general stuff. Defense down for power-ups, that's fair enough. Max Countdown, that's fine. Why First Aid 6? And why did you think that was why did you think that was useful? You could have given him a nuking node. You could have given him another multiple. Sure, man. Sure, First Aid 6, yeah. More longevity, I guess. I guess. Yep. I don't understand that. I guess that's I honestly don't think that's a great expansion. The Max Countdown 3 looks like the most viable or the most useful thing, and I don't even think that's going to be that great because he doesn't look like a character that's really ramping. I guess with Neo Champion Silver, maybe, if you run them together. What do you get? Susu Giovanni, he got support. For some reason. Tech would have been better, but sure, support. Why not? Okay, I think that's it for the Great Expansions plus Power Boost. Now we're just going to be looking at, Great Expansions plus EX rolls. Now we're just looking at EX rolls. So, Dojo Gloria, she got support. Also, by the way, for Emmett getting support, it's also helpful to make him stay alive longer. Just letting you know that for the stay above 50% health thing, that's what support's also helpful for, other than helping set Sand. That's probably why he got it to begin with. I don't know why she gets support. Yeah, I don't really see why she would need support. I mean, it's just a fine general buff, but realistically, it's not really better than Tech. You're gonna run her with the support anyway. You're still not tanking with her. That's 240 defenses, and like, 260 defense, 240 special defense, and like, what, 850 health or something like that. I don't remember the exact buff of HP, but either way, it's a fine buff. I mean, why? But you don't really need to support with her. You don't need, the thing with her is that you don't need to sync with her anyway to begin with. So why would you want to just do it for the support EX when you're gonna just use the support EX anyway? Because it's not like you're getting her multipliers activated by turn 3 anyway, right? Like, you're trying to move, and then you've probably got another method of sync countdown, so you're already at your sync move there. Or if you don't, you have trying to move, and then like one use of Surging Strike, so you get in a little bit of a nuke. Okay. Signet Suit Wally gets Sprint. This one I actually like. I don't think it's more superior to like support or anything, but I do actually really like this one because it can be fun. Because Wally's also getting sprint to give him plus 20 in the offense, so his special attack will be going over 600, which is a little crazy. Well, I guess it is already over 600, right? Yeah, okay, so well over 600. It'll be nearly, actually probably will be over 700 now that I think about it. Because, like, obviously the Mega Evolution, he, like, look at the increase here. Over 100 of an increase. EX roll, I think he just might go over 700 special attack. That's pretty crazy. And defense, obviously, that's nice too. But the reason I like him having sprint is because he is already a very good sync ramping unit with Head Start 2, and then Head Start 1 and then Head Start 2, and then he's got Head Start 1 in the grid, whatever. He can be really good for getting another sync move immediately after using his first sync move. Because let's math it. You use the sync move, you get Head Start 2. So you go from 9 countdown to 7. Sprint EX roll, that's -3. 7 -3, you got 4 sync countdown left. Assuming you pick him up with Head Start 1 or Adrenaline 1, he now only needs 3 sync countdown. If you have a move queued up with 2 other characters, that's 2 sync countdown, meaning you only need 1 sync countdown left to hit your next sync move, and if you quad queue with Wally, you will have that sync countdown. So literally all you need, Head Start 2, you need just the EX roll and Head Start 2, give him Adrenaline 1 or Head Start 1 as a lucky skill, or pick it up here in the grid, or have another trainer that has -1 on whatever move you're going to use, and then quad queue with Wally. That's the only conditions. That's it. And then you'll get your next sync move right after using Wally's sync move. And if you're going to quad queue something, preferably quad queue his buddy move. That's why I like it so much. That's also why I like it so much, because it kind of also makes up for having a support EX or not having a support EX, because you use Wally's sync move and then literally you get all the sync countdown, and then that next move after that one turn will be a sync move as well. It's even faster than like Aura Cynthia ramping with like Ray and whatever else, right? It's crazy. It is crazy. So that's awesome. Next EX roll option, let's see. Next EX roll here, Hilbert getting Strike? Is that good? I don't know, honestly. I don't know what Hilbert has, I don't remember. Offensive buffs are nice. He gets 460 special attack, that's cool. Plus the level 150, yeah. He gets 480 special attack, that's a really good offensive stat. And then he has, for nuking, he's got Brain Power and Cakewalk. Signu becoming AoE is kind of odd, because he really does want an ally who can debuff the stats for him AoE. I guess it's fine if you can somehow enable his nuke a little bit better, and if you can, then his nuke is going to be really good. Brain Power AoE is already really good, or it's really solid, but also you probably want to have Cakewalk or Brain Teaser, whatever it's called, Smarty Pants activated, right? So you're going to have to find a way to AoE debuff special defense by some method. And of course, you also probably want to apply the rebuff if that's applicable. So, it's bug, right? So it's not applicable unless you're fighting a bug weak enemy, but that's not really that important. So I mean, either way, whatever, that's fine. He's still going to have a good AoE nuke if you can get everything activated. So that's probably his biggest problem. Signature Lysander getting tech, that's good. That's definitely good. Is it the best? Maybe? I think tech might have actually been the best for him. I don't know, because you're going to run him with a lot of range setters anyway, and supports, so he doesn't need support or field. His nuke is good. I mean, if you give him, obviously, the tech stats, he's going to have 460 special attack, level 150, right, 480 special attack. That's just good inherently. He's got an innate multiplier of Searing Surge, which powers up sync moves by 50%. Combine that here with Scorching Sync 9 and Scorching Sync 2. He's got 160% in total nuking multipliers, plus Critical Strike 2 or Weathered Warrior, depending on which one you have. So he's got nearly 200% multipliers, and then also he's going to be getting the bonus power from the Tech EX roll as well. So he's going to have a very good sync nuke for being Striker. Extremely good Striker sync nuke. Probably up there with, like, maybe Neo Champion Nate? No, I don't think he'll be better than Neo Champion Nate, but probably better than, like, Eriott. I think his nuke might be better than Eriott's, or at least similar, maybe. Around Eriott's level, which is really good. She's, like, the 3rd best Striker sync or something like that. After this, I don't know if that's going to shake it all, but either way, AoE nuke was the tech power buff for Lysander is really good. You've seen also getting tech, that's pretty similar to Lysander, just a little bit downscaled. Offensive buff definitely helps him out a lot. He definitely needs it because that special attack is pretty low. So getting 462 in special attack is nice. And then his nuke also gets powered up, right? He's got Weathered Warrior, Trap and Sync, Brain Power. I think he's got Trap and Buff. Sorry. Trap and Sync, Trap and Buff, Brain Power, and Weathered Warrior, which is a ton of multipliers for him. So you've got yourself 100% here, 50% here, 50% here, 30% here, 230% in total nuking multipliers, plus the tech base power increase to around probably 400 base power in the Sync nuke. That's very good as well. So Using's definitely got a very good nuke going, and offensive buffs definitely help him out too. Silver getting support, that's also pretty good too. I don't know if that's the best. Maybe. I don't know. But I mean, he also got the support's good for him because now it allows you to run Adrenaline 2 a little bit more viably. So that's nice. Sprint could have been also good for him, but I think that support was just as fine. So that's cool. Defensive buffs, he doesn't really care too much about the defensive increase, maybe in the gauntlet or something, but I think he's fine as is. It basically enables you to run Adrenaline 2 a little bit better, I guess. That's cool. That's fine. Yeah, I don't have too much to say about Silver. The support extra is good. Morty getting Field is amazing. Morty getting Field is amazing. Yes. I wanted this guy to get Field because my biggest issue with him was the fact that his sun setting ability is good, definitely, and he's got a ton of ways to do it. But I would really just like him to have more, and most notably, extension. I'm glad he finally got extension on Sun. Now you don't have to use as many sunny days. You don't have to go for sunny day and PR. You can kind of just keep that on the side. You can obviously you can use Sunny Day turn 1, get those stat buffs in from the Group of Afflictors advantage, which then also allows you to go for a turn move twice, and you can use his Sync move for the Sun, so you don't have to waste another Sunny Day too early on. I think Field's good, and also just it helps out his bulk too. He gets plus 20 of the defenses, more health. Yeah, I like Field for him personally. And then Bead. I don't know if that's good for Bead. I mean, I don't really care about Bead's kit. I barely remember it as is, but I think Field is fine, I guess. Hard Knocks, Fuzzy Strike, no, he's got just Fuzzy Strike, Super Fire. This is feeling like a Volo nuke. 90% nuke. I mean, his nuke's fine. Powers Up Max moves are super effective. Is it good? I don't know. It's fine, I guess. I don't really know much about Bead's kit, and Bead's kit already as is looks pretty weird, but he doesn't really have too much of a nuke, it seems. Confusion here. Okay, well, he's got 200%, roughly 200% total nuke multipliers. I mean, he feels fine. Yeah, he sets Fairy Zone, but really I don't see a necessity in utilizing Bead's nuke for Fairy Zone, but sure, it exists. So how getting Strike? I need to think about his kit. I have him. I have Beat too, but I actively pulled for How, or daily discounted for How. I think Strike's fine for him. The offensive buffs are pretty solid, over 400 special attack. He's definitely increasing the power. He's got the electric terrain, combined with Cakewalk. Whimsical Sync when there's a Fairy Zone. You're probably not going to activate this. But I mean, you could. Well, actually, no, you definitely could because he's got Fairy Wish, right? So he's got 200% total multipliers. You want to sync with him anyway to set up the electric terrain again, and then he gets an AoE nuke, right? He does have an AoE DPS option, but still, I think the AoE nuke's good. Is it the best thing for him? Probably not. I think support probably would have been a little bit better for How, but I think the tech is good, or the strike is good. And then we already talked about Emmett, so that's pretty much it. Yeah. I think that's all I really got to say about these upgrades. All of these different boosts. Also, max gain tech is about the same as Archie. Very minimal increase in overall efficiency. I forgot about that. I just kind of skipped over it. Overall, I think it's definitely not a bad month for sure. The sync pairs are all pretty solid. Rika's the best one in my opinion. Sabrina's a very, very good defensive support. Like, potentially the best. I could be wrong, but potentially the best. Bryson's a pretty good damage dealer slash tech character. I mean, he really feels like a tech strike hybrid to me, despite the fact that he has like a strike EX roll, which makes sense obviously, but I don't know, he feels like he's like in a weird between state between being tech and strike, and I feel like only I can really understand that, but whatever, either way. Variety Scouts, and Plumeria and Guzma are both pretty solid for being variety. I don't think any of them are extremely impactful in any real sense, but I think that if you do pull for them, they are good. That's about all there is. Rika's a good Lodge character. Her nuke actually looks pretty crazy, despite everything. And, I mean, she also works really well with herself, which is nice. And then all of these power boosts, the EX rolls, I think some of them could have been better. I think some of them could have been worse. I don't really have too many inputs on some of these EX rolls. I'd say my favorite is probably Skylα getting Strike was good. Signature Wall getting Sprint was good. Usain and Lysanders were definitely good. Morty's I really like. And I think, I guess Emmett's is fine. I think I would have preferred something else for Emmett, but that's fine, I guess. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's my thoughts about these sync pairs for the entirety of April and May. We'll be doing in-depth character overviews when these banners actually drop, so we have more time to digest the kits, think about them, and give a little bit better criteria, feedback, whatever else. Or I guess I will. And yeah, that's all I gotta say. I'll see y'all later. I hope y'all enjoyed. Let me know if you're gonna be summoning for anyone, giving anyone any EX rolls. I've got a lot of EX rolls to give. Probably to Usain. Probably definitely Anniversary Skyla's getting it. Usain's getting it. Signature Morty's probably gonna get one. Emmett's probably getting his as well. Oh boy, EX rolls are gonna be hurting, but oh well. I'll see you later. Hope y'all enjoyed.